you get to the Cloud District often? What am I saying? Of course you don't. Hi. How are you guys doing today? Hold on, let me put on some banger tunes so I don't have to sit here in silence. It's so weird. Like I talk to myself all the time, right? But like usually I'm focusing on something else. Like I have like game audio, but when it comes to ZATSUDAN, it just sounds strange. Excuse me. Congratulations on becoming a party member, Akiri. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Does anyone here actually like eggnog? I know. Are you guys excited? Let me show myself. Do my contractually obligated shilling. Wow, do you see that? What's that in the top left corner? That's my merch! Wow, you can see an adorable keychain of me. Okay, and then there's an acrylic stand, socks, and stickers. I'll include it in the bundle. The t-shirt does not come in the bundle though. So, I'm just letting you know. I saw... Does anyone here watch American High skits? Or no? Rom Pope. It's like Mexican eggnog. I've never heard of that before. I think my favorite thing of the merch is the keychain. The keychain is super, super cute. American High, they do like skits for like college and like high school and stuff. Oh my god, guys, forgot to tell you I had depression. Somehow buying the merch increased my level of happiness by 2000%. It's worth a try. But we made a guaranteed 2001%. We'll work harder. I promise we'll work harder in the future. I don't know if you guys can see this, but on the socks, it just says toes. Like, I made it so on the socks, it says toes with asterisks. I thought it needed something special. You like it? Tell me you like it. Alright, no, okay, my point earlier. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot to say, I think the sale runs until the 7th. The bundle, I think, is around $42, including shipping. Yeah, no, I had to make sure that you found the right end of the socks. It do be like that for real, for real. No worries, Taskmaster. Only get what you can afford. I know that budgets are tight for the, like, holidays and stuff. I myself have spent like $1,000 plus on Christmas gifts this month. Yeah, so you don't put them on upside down. You guys don't have much of an IQ, so... Which horns would you touch? The reindeer horns? Oh, I guess these are antlers. I don't know why I thought that they were horns. How much for the socks pre-worn by you? $800 and 69 cents. Guys, if you bought someone else's merch, I'm happy that you're supporting them. But it's okay. You know, you don't need to tell me. I haven't bought it yet. My depression increased 2000%. I'm not gonna say there's a direct
Still never been to the cloud
correlation, but I think there definitely is.
Did you know that subbing to Rana, Ianna improves
I'm sorry
your
you had to
affinity
find
to
that.
self-degradation and demon raid queens?
Did you know that something to
Not
Rana,
to
Ianna
mention it
improves your
increases your
affinity to
bottom levels by
self-degradation? Your affinity to
100% if your
self-degradation
name
and
begins
demon
with
raid
S and
games.
ends with
Not
A.
to mention it increases your bottom levels by 100% if your name begins with an S and ends with an A. I think it's all the letters of the alphabet. Hi, Puck Puck. It's nice to see you too. I know I should really value myself more, but I'm trying to make everything more accessible for the plebeians. So the sockies that are pre-worn, only $100 dues and 69 cents. Ianna is a new one. I haven't heard that one. What's up, Price? Oh, right. I was gonna go on a whole rant about eggnog. You guys actually have a surprising amount of Christmas puns. Why are there so many? When I was coming up with tags, I struggled to think of like puns for tag, you know? But now all of a sudden everyone's coming out of the woodwork with all the puns in the world. Police Ranadad.
Still never been to the Cloud District?
I wish the Rana socks were Rana boots so I can simulate Rana stepping on me.
Simulate Rana stepping on me.
You get to the Cloud District often? What am I saying? Of course you don't.
I'm sure you guys know this, but you're desperately in need of professional help. See, if you were a cute anime girl, whatever was wrong with you would be better, right? But you're disgusting men online, so there's a double standard. I hope you are aware of this double standard. Welcome back, Eidos. You can be my professional help if I pay you. You can't afford to pay me. Nice try. Oh, right. I still haven't said anything about my eggnog story. Eggnog tastes like shit, and I need to show you guys a skit about how eggnog tastes like shit. And if you think that eggnog doesn't taste like shit, you are just lying to yourself.
Still never been to the
Not all
district?
eggnog is alcoholic though, right?
I'm finally home from holiday.
Out here. The reality of eggnog. Bad guy. I want to buy all the merch, but we just got approved for a house just before Christmas, so Wallaccoon is now on a global cooldown. I want to support my girl, but I also got to pay for a first/last. Then why are you giving me a super? Either spend no money or put that money towards something for yourself. Bruh. You could have bought merch with that. Why this? Oh, no, eggnog is mid.
Yeah.
I gotta work early today and I'm now
I want to
at
buy
home.
all the
Time for
merch,
beer and
but
Rana.
we just got approved for a
beer.
house
I don't-
just before
so many people
Christmas,
here drink
so
beer.
Wallaccoon is now on a global cooldown. I
Oh my
want to
God.
support my girl, but I also gotta pay for a
You
first/last.
should have just bought merch for yourself if you wanted to get the merch. Thank you though, I do appreciate it. And congratulations on getting approved for a house. That's huge, man. I hope that you're happy with everything. Yeah, but you could have gotten the merch for yourself if you wanted it. What if it never ever comes back again? Nah, I tried to like eggnog, but it has this weird sort of spice to it. I think from a cinnamon, but then it tastes corrupted. It's like milk that went into alcoholism. Why do I say the things that I say? How do I say these things?
Still never been to the Cloud District?
I don't understand.
Guy can feel the depression leaving my body the more money I give to Rana. It just works, guys. This is so crazy, and
I
somehow
can feel the
will it
depression
finally
leaving my
works
body
for
the more
you
money I
as
give to
well?
Rana. It just works, guys. This is so crazy, and somehow it will definitely work for you as well. Wiz is enlightened. He has evolved, and he has learned how to cure depression with the power of giving money to VTubers. Holiday custard? I don't think I've had holiday custard. What's that? I feel like that just sounds like a pie of custard. Or pudding. It is kind of goopy, yeah. It's like pilk. Yes, it is kind of like pilk. It's like this forbidden holiday drink. But it's not forbidden. It's normalized for some reason. I will live in pain and FOMO. This seems like the right place for me to be in relation to Rana. Yeah, I like you suffering. Good that you know your place. It's because I can't hear my alerts anymore. I set it on a different thing, so I have to like look and see the audio bar. I almost feel like living. Don't worry, next merch drop, you'll feel like living. Some people have it worse than others. But has Wiz also found a way to prevent
you, my good
NPR by
sir.
said VTubers?
Time
No.
to make sock puppets with your merch.
No, he is not. Unfortunately. Maybe next life. You're gonna make sock puppets with my merch? Send me a picture. Oh, although the estimated shipping date isn't until the end of June. I'm sorry. No, not June. January. Oh my god. June. Wow. That would be insane. Thank you, kid. Do I have to be 18 for the stream, or am I okay? You should probably be 18. Hey, kiddos, stay off the internet. Stay off the internet. And those better be some high quality socks. Goddamn. Well, actually, I believe they're polyester. Of course, they would be high quality. June would be almost typical shipping delay with some VTuber merch. True, though. Why is it wrong to drink eggnog when it's not Xmas? I don't know. It's just wrong. Fruitcake? It's okay. My father used to really like fruitcake from what I remember. I don't really get it. But my father was German, so he would always get a fruitcake every year. That's what my family told me anyways. I don't know. I don't remember him. Would you ever drink eggs? If I was getting paid, maybe. It's okay, buddy. You know, you can come back when you're older. I respect that you asked. I feel like fruitcake is like a almost like an Eastern European thing. You whooping your family in Mario Kart? You know what, buddy? You take the time to enjoy it. I don't even know who Ivan Drago. I don't know who that is. They sound like they're Gap Moe though. Like super muscular but super nice. Fruitcake is a 50-50. It's either good or hard as a rock. I think those cartoon fruitcakes that have like raisins in them and stuff, and like occasional red and green like fruits, but I don't know what they are. Hi Hunt, happy holidays. Oh, so he's your idol, Soda. Rana, help me solve a math problem. Why is it that I can only eat 3 hard-boiled eggs and feel full, but I can eat 37 deviled eggs and ask for more? Because you have room for...
Still never been to the Cloud District?
Deliciousness. That's why even if you're tired, you'll watch a Rana stream. Haha. You're welcome. A mean Russian boxer that Rocky has to beat for America? There were multiple Rocky movies, right? I watched one. Others I didn't watch. Is polyester actually the best type of man-made fiber? I don't know. Work socks only, but you work from home sometimes. Not fair. I was at a restaurant today that I think had fruitcake muffins. That's nasty. Just have regular fruitcakes. Or no, regular muffins. Guys, I gotta tell you, I really love those dark chocolate muffins from Costco. But they are so many fucking calories. I think they're like 500 to 600 calories per muffin. Next Rana merch drop should be suspenders. I do feel like there could be nice options with suspenders with the patterns. But how many people here actually wear them? Guys, I'm not gonna lie. Suspenders are really hot. Black Forest cupcakes though? I'm actually not a cupcake person. I don't really like cake. I really don't like cupcakes either, especially because I hate icing. Icing makes me throw up. Did you guys ever, in elementary school, right? You would all get cupcakes. Like a teacher would bring cupcakes or something, right? And then everyone, like there would always be the occasional kids in class that would scrape off their icing and give it to someone else. That's me. I'm that kid. I cannot stand it. Nomex or Aramid fibers. What are those? They sound fancy. Now I want a Costco muffin. Yeah, icing is too sweet. I agree, Eidos. It makes me nauseous. Dude, suspenders are so fucking hot, especially if you have big boobs. And I'm talking about guys. Favorite cupcake? What is my favorite cupcake? I like a simple birthday cake ones, I think. I'm gonna use suspenders to hold on my ski pants when I go Nordic skiing. You know, actually that's funny because I saw a short, right? In the short, it was basically calling tortillas and anything that was like kind of like a crepe looking, a 𝑹𝑖𝑳𝑚𝑺. I think 𝑹𝑖𝑳𝑚𝑺? I don't remember. And they said that, oh, all of these are 𝑹𝑖𝑳𝑚𝑺. And I showed it to Erica and I'm like, is this true? And she was like, no, I think it's a dialect thing. And I was like, wow, someone on the internet lied to me. I can't believe this. Because they made it seem like it was a Norwegian thing to call like every crepe like a 𝑹𝑖𝑳𝑚𝑺. It was not the case though. A pie girl? I don't know. I do like pecan pie. I like pecan pie, pumpkin pie, apple pie. I think actually, if I had to name my favorite ice creams, it would be matcha, rose, and cheese ice cream, I think. Maybe. I just like the scent. Cheesecake is also good because it's more mild. I like cheesecake. I think that's probably like my favorite cake. Or strawberry shortcake. Because strawberry shortcake is very light. It doesn't feel too heavy, you know? I like desserts that you can eat them after a big meal and you don't feel like garbage. I have my self-esteem to do that for me. Also my mental illness. Let's slice of cheddar on pie? No, I've never heard of that before. Do you guys like plain cheesecake or just regular cheesecake? We're talking about food again. Wow, I'm so talented. Jello? I don't mind Jello. Oh, you know what I really love? I love mango pudding or almond pudding after dim sum. Because you have all that like fatty, greasy food and then you get the pudding. Pudding. Strawberry cheesecake? Strawberry's not bad. I don't like chocolate cheesecake. It's too rich. Flan? Flan is good. I like leche flan. But it's too sweet sometimes. When I was younger, I liked leche flan a lot more, but not as much. Hi, Kara. How are you doing? I'm talking about flan. It's a very productive time. Hi, trains. So wear medium/large, but they fit into extra small for the merch. Okara, I'm a Sen. Yeah, I don't really like halo halo much. I do like ube though. This roasted cookie, brownie, and marshmallow dessert before was nice and rich. Actually, my favorite dessert ever. I will tell you a sad story about Rana's childhood. Back in 3rd grade. Since I had a poor single mom, everyone else was going snowboarding and we could not afford the trip. So I stayed back in the classroom. But it was daijobu. Shikata no problem. Because I had these delicious rhubarb pastries. And those pastries have stuck with me for life. God, they're so good. I've never figured out what they were, but I had so many of them. Like, I devoured them. And now that taste, like, I don't remember what it tastes like exactly. I don't even know how to pinpoint it. But it was almost like this pasty rhubarb in a pastry. It was really, really good though. I liked it a lot. Vanilla raspado? What's that? Oh, do you guys like champorado? Do you know what champorado is? Cake just doesn't have a strong flavor. Might as well have something else. I think it depends on the cake, no? I feel like a lot of the time my problem is that cake is too dry, you know. Air mitts are stuff like Kevlar and similar fibers using protective gear. Nomix is meant to be flame resistant. Oh! Okay, that makes sense. Talking about these sugary desserts is gonna give me diabetes. But what about me? I'm so sweet. I would totally give Chad diabetes first. Right? Fucking say yes. Give me this win. If you like ube, you should try Uber Tata. That doesn't sound like a real word. Are you trolling me, Hero? Believe it when I see it? The fuck you mean? I'm nicer to you guys than you deserve, you degenerates. Huh? Yeah, whatever. Dried fish tuyo? Why does that sound familiar? What does that mean again? I remember as a kid we had rhubarb in the backyard and mom made strawberry rhubarb pies all the time. Oh, that sounds so good. You have to be careful though, because rhubarb's poisonous if you don't do it properly. You have to treat it correctly. Yeah, treat it like a lady. You gotta prepare her.
Thank you, my good sir.
You guys are gonna die. You're gonna get
Rana's
poisoned.
jelly horns would give me diabetes for sure.
The jelly horns? But it's made of all natural strawberries and cherry blossoms. What do you mean? There's no way you would get diabetes. It's natural sugar. Low amounts of natural sugar. Thank you. Have you been playing other reindeer games? No. I have social anxiety, so I can't hang out with the other reindeers. Unlucky. You counter your sweetness with insults, saving us the diabetes? I'm doing you a kindness. Guys, you don't need cake. I have cake. Where is it? Where's my cake? I think I have a cake thingy. Do I not? I don't. I do have liquor though. Oh, there's pudding! Pudding. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. It moves. Look, do you see it's jiggling? Wait, no. Oh. Oh my god, I have the power. This is like the crab brain, except with Giga Pudding. Giga Pudding. Oh my gosh. I didn't think it would move, because it's not pinned to me. It's pinned to the thingy, see? But look, it moves when I move over it. That's cool. I am the pudding overlord. I know, my jiggle physics kind of insane. Lemon cake? Lemon cake is pretty good. What's everyone's favorite holiday memory, by the way? Now that we're approaching the holidays. It's hard to believe Christmas is only a few days away. I didn't even remember. It feels like it's already been 30 minutes? Wowzers. I talk a lot. Pudding was more jello-y? It depends on the pudding. This is like a dense pudding. You know? Hi, Rose! Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I hope that you're doing well.
Still never been to the Cloud District?
I've been away for a while dealing with new car tires, brake pad replacements, potential card fraud, and a birthday, but here I am. Give me your socks.
You know, at least you didn't say give me your feet. I'm okay with it. I hope that everything is alright, though. Aside from, you know, the potential card fraud, that's pretty bad. I hope it's all resolved. Full family snowball fight in a sled race? Oh, I've never had one of those. That sounds really fun, though. That sounds like a lovely memory. This house is gonna be my new core memory? I can imagine. Opening packs of Pokemon cards for Christmas? Did you get, like, some rare Pokemon or something? Thank you for that very valuable statement, Minnow. These socks are so nice, but I could never wear them. They belong in the shrine. What a good boy. I'm very proud of you. Pat, pat, pat. You did something useful for once. I'm sure that if you... The problem is, guys, if you wore those socks in public, you will get bullied. And you can't get bullied by anyone but me. Hi, Belmont! How you doing? What am I listening to? This is on my playlist? Oh, I'm listening to King New. Being paid $10 to streak into the stack of presents when I was 6 was my favorite. That's an interesting time. For sure, for sure. Oh, so you did get really shiny things, Fenty. Hey, good for you. Do you still have those cards? My sister used to have a lot of Pokemon cards, but I think we gave them away. We also gave away our N64. We like I don't know why, because we could have made some decent money off it now, but whatever. Whatever. My car gear shift broke, but I got the repairs for free because it was a recall. Hey, we take those, Paul Spartan. A bucket of pudding? That's way too much. I could not eat that much. Although, I do say, do you guys ever take pudding? Like the... Just like a Giga pudding or whatever, right? You put it in your mouth and then you push it through your teeth to the other side with your tongue. It's so fun. I remember getting a GameCube and a BB gun for Christmas. It was a really fun time. You know what I think of? I think of that one movie where he gets the BB gun and then he shoots his eye. And then he ends up blind in one eye. What movie was that? He was the same dude that was in My Girl or whatever. If I remember correctly. Sledding as a kid, steeping climbs at high speed with a ramp at the bottom was a really good and bad idea. That reminds me of when I was swinging and then I jumped off way too high. Yeah. If you wear Crocs and socks together... you're more sick in the head than I thought. I just want to let you know that. Mine is when snowing and the odds were stacked for it to happen. Wait. Mine is when it was snowing when the odds are stacked for it to happen, and when it did, school was closed and I got to slip and slide outside and into this heaps of snow. Aww, it's the little things. It's crazy what, like, simple things stick with us for how long, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think it is a Christmas story. Lana Ianna. I'll take it. That one's kind of cute. The kind of Christmas story is someone goes blind. The one where you have a dumbass kid. Don't worry. With my socks, your feet will be very comfy. Okay, so I'm thinking... There was this kid that was... He's like the blonde kid with the glasses. He's very Stuart Little energy. Actually, I think he did play... I think he was in Stuart Little. Was he in Stuart Little? I don't remember if he was in Stuart. He looks like he would be. Okay. Dennis the Menace. Oh, maybe it was Dennis the Menace. It is that kind of energy, yeah. I like that. Oh, but anyways, he's in a different movie, and at least I think it's him. And in this movie, it's about a girl. She meets this little, like, they're kids, right? She meets this kid, and it's the dude that shot his eye out in the other movie, and it's him in this movie. And he is allergic to bees, and then they have, like, a little, like, friendship or, like, romance or something. And then he gets stung after, like, a beehive falls when they're playing or something. Or maybe she finds out after, and then he dies. Which, yeah, I'm talking about My Girl. Because I think it's the same dude. Was it Macaulay Culkin? No way. I liked My Girl a lot too. Same with Little Princess or whatever. A Little Princess. That movie made me cry. Is this the one? Yeah, I think this is the one where her dad forgets her. Is it? What's that movie where the dad forgets her after he comes back from the war? Spoilers! This movie is so old. A Little Princess is the one where he comes back from the war and then he doesn't have memories of his kid and then she goes to the orphanage, right? And then he finally remembers her? Is that the right one? Okay, so it is Little Princess. That movie made me sob like a baby when I was younger. It was rough. Imagine your parent forgetting about you. That's yikers. What was I looking at? I was looking at something else. Thank you, Nath. Happy holidays to you as well. Oh, I was looking to see if it was Macaulay Culkin. I heard he's doing well for himself now. Macaulay Culkin. Honey. My Girl movie. Oh my god, it really was! Guys, what's that movie that's based off of a book? Where it's the, I remember reading this book when I was younger. Was it called... It wasn't called Holes. It was... this book where... there's this girl named Julie, I think. And she moves into town... Or, like, these new people move into town with their grandpa. And... So it follows the story of a young girl and a young boy. And the young girl is like obsessed with the young boy. No, it's not Bridge to Terabithia. It's not Holes. I know, because I kept thinking it's Holes. I will forget it every 2 years, and I will think it's Holes, and it's not Holes. Hi, Durfee. Hi, Parker. It's like a... Okay, anyways. She has chickens and she like offers to give them eggs and she gets along really, really well with his grandfather. But he doesn't really understand. It's not Holes 2. It's not Holes. And then she tries to save like the tree and it follows them up into like junior high, I think. It's not Holes. I'm giving so many details. You guys stop. Oh my god. You know what? I'll do it myself. I'll do it myself. Julie book childhood romance. Okay, eggs. Okay, I got Dora's eggs. I did not. That's fine. Whatever. This is not book where girl likes guy from childhood raises chickens. Julie. Flipped! It was flipped! Ha! Ha ha! Vindication! It was flipped! None of you guys got it right. You're all worthless. Ah. I feel good about myself now. Need that one. Okay. This was in 2010, but it's based off of a book, and I really like the book. Yes, it was... The main character is named Julie Baker. It's like a kind of almost like coming-of-age story. Because basically the concept is... Hi, Malakash! Is like, the girl really likes the guy, and then the guy starts to be like an asshole in adolescence. To be fair, she's quite annoying. When, because she's like obsessed with him when they're kids, right? But then he starts to like her eventually, but then he hurts her feelings and then he starts to do the chasing. It's okay. I think it's because like there's a scene, I think there's a similar scene where they have to defend like a tree in Holes. Maybe I'm mistaken. I don't remember. What even happened in Holes? I thought Holes was about owl preservation. Am I mistaken? Let me look up what Holes is about. Holes. Actually, this book still has a soft spot for me. Oh, it's a young adult novel. Really? Holes. Am I thinking of the right one? Wait, are there multiple ones? Are these both by the same... Okay, so it is by him. Okay. They have different covers, so I had to check. Is it about digging up holes in onions? Oh! No, I've never seen holes. It was about holes. I didn't anticipate this. Oh. 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 Well, this is one of 42 books. Oh, okay, it's not a series. My Lewis Sakar? Most of which are classified as children's literature. This is not a summary. Ugh, something about coming of age novels kinda hits diff. Family Yelnats is under a curse that began with his no-good, dirty, rotten pig stealing great-great-grandfather and has since followed generations of Yelnats. Now suddenly has been unjustly sent to a boys' detention center, Camp Green Lake, where the boys build character by spending all day, every day, digging holes exactly 5 feet wide and 5 feet deep. There's no lake at Camp Green Lake. Wow, false advertisement should be a crime, but there are an awful lot of holes. Huh? So they're looking for something in the holes. That's why they're digging up the holes. I don't remember this. Would I hate holes? Why? Would you say Harry Potter was a coming of age novel? Definitely, but I never read Harry Potter. So, I mean, I tried to read Harry Potter, but there was something about the diction that threw me off. I do remember, like, British, like, literature is just I don't know, there's something weird about it compared to like NA. It sounds it was a little over the top. Some parts just felt a little awkward to me. I think that the like concepts and stuff in Harry Potter are very, very imaginative and great. It's just the actual like reading or like writing style was it was really jarring for me. But to be fair, that was a very, very long time ago. Maybe I would enjoy it if I picked it up now, you know? I don't know how to describe it. I just remember trying to read it and I was like, this seems weird to me. It was super alien. It was really British. That I do remember that. If a children should work, what do they yearn for the crafting projects in the mines? I love putting kids in the mines. They must do the work. It was a little bit too British. What was another series I liked when I was younger? There's a book I have that I can't remember what it's called. But I remember I was given it for my birthday. And I really liked it. It was kind of like, almost like an isekai romance type thing. But it was like a kid's book. Series of Unfortunate Events. I did like that one, yeah. I never got into Artemis Fowl, actually. Let me see if I have the books. Hold on. I have them somewhere. I also have this other book where, this surprised me because in this book, oh yeah, I used to read. Ah, okay. Sure. Oh, I just dropped the keyboard. Don't worry about it. The book I'm talking about is I, Coriander. I was given this as a Christmas book a long time, or not a Christmas book, a book for my birthday, and a girl named Sophia, and I actually really liked it. But I used to read like The Secret of Peaches.
arigato ne.
Have you ever heard about Jialing Cowling
Oh my
Rowling's weird
God.
additions, like how wizards used
Holy
to use
shit,
the bathroom
this
in
was
the
given
past?
to me in 2008. How wizards used to use the bathroom in the past. Why would they use it any differently? No, I'd never heard of this. Thank you, Derpy, for enlightening me and your $5 dues. Hold on. Oh gosh. Okay. Reading with Twilight books to pick up girls? I didn't need to do that. I did read Twilight though, years before it had a movie. I read it before it was popular. Yeah. It's I, space, or comma, coriander. Here. I'll read the back of the book. I am Coriander Hobie. Holy shit, I cannot speak lately. I was born in the year of our Lord, 1643, the only child of Thomas and Eleanor Hobie, in our great house of the River Thames, on the River Thames in London. London. I don't fucking know how to read anymore. Of my early years, I remember only happiness. This was before I knew this world had such evil in it, and that my face was to be locked up in the chest, or my fate was to be locked up in the chest and left to die. This is my story. This is my life. Oh shit! I forgot. She got locked in the chest, I think, by like stepmother, and she gets put in another world. Oh, now that I think about it, is this whole thing just like a metaphor for disassociating? She almost died, bro. She almost died. What the fuck? It's kind of Narnia energy. Yeah, I'll read the first page. It is night, and our old house by the river is finally quiet. The baby has stopped its crying and been soothed back to sleep. Only the gentle lapping of the Thames can be heard outside my window. London is wrapped in a deep sleep, waiting for the watchman to call in the new day. I have lit the first of 7 candles to write my story by. On the table next to me is a silk purse that holds my mother's pearls, and beside it is the ebony casket, whose treasure I am only now beginning to understand. Next to that, shining nearly as bright as the moon, stands a pair of silver shoes. I have a great many things to tell, how I came by the silver shoes and more. And this being my story and a fairy tale besides, I will start once upon a time. How many pages is this? Oh, it's like 300 pages. Hold on. But yeah, there was this book that I read when I was younger, and it's like these people that live at like a mountain, and they make like an offering every year. They send one person to like the castle, and the person sent is the main character, I think. Or like they sent to like a bunch of girls to be chosen to like be the bride of the prince or whatever. And actually, I remember the childhood friend winning. The main character goes to the castle. I think the prince ends up liking her, but she ends up going back and marrying the childhood friend there. And I was so surprised. I really liked the book, but I don't remember what it was. I know rocks were a central theme. It wasn't this one though. Or was it this one? No, because she ends up with the prince in this one. Yeah, I know! Okay, she was the dude, or the childhood friend was a dude. The main character was a little girl, or like a adolescent girl. I wonder what reviews this has now. This has more reviews than I thought. It has like 8,000 reviews on Goodreads. Oh, interesting. The author of I, Coriander, it says, being dyslexic, she did not learn to read or write until she was 14, had been thrown out of several schools, labeled unteachable. You know what? Good for her. Becoming an author. Interesting. She's written 125 books. Wowzers. Oh, here's a summary here. In this exceptionally well-crafted tale, Coriander tells the story of her childhood in the 17th century London and her discovery that she had inherited magical powers from her mother, who was a fairy princess. But her mother's sudden death brings on a dark time for Coriander, and after mourning her beloved mother and dealing with the disappearance of her father and the wrath of her evil stepmother, Coriander finds herself locked in a chest with no hope of escape and no will to survive. Oh my god, she's just like me for real, for real. But when a bright light beckons to her, it is then that Coriander's journey truly begins. Beautifully written, this magical and luminous story is destined to become a children's classic. I do definitely remember it from my childhood. Yeah. The thing Rana talk makes me wish I wasn't illiterate. If only I could do reading streams. If I could just like read my favorite books to you guys, that'd be nice. Now I want to figure out what that book was. But at the same time, you know, you kind of don't want to read the books that you read when you were younger. Because I feel like it, how do I put this? Like, you have the rose-colored glasses, you have the nostalgia. Like, what if you read it again and it ends up being shit? You know what I mean? Was that even the first page? Not even Goodnight Moon. You know what I'll read to you? I won't read you Goodnight Moon, but I'll read you Go the Fuck to Sleep. I'm just kidding, I already did it. It's on my channel. Me. I kind of prefer the adolescent romances sometimes. They're often more passionate. I feel like a lot of older ones just have things shoehorned into it. It would be nice to read you guys a book. I don't think I can though, unless it's public domain. But what public domain books would I really enjoy? Welcome, Christopher. The Secret Window? What's The Secret Window? I haven't heard of that one. I remember watching the rewatching the Star Wars prequels ruined it for me. I've only watched like one Star Wars movie. Did you guys know that? It was like a recent one. I think I'm actually maybe two. There's so many. If only I could get an Audible deal. The parts you imagined remembering aren't quite the same, and sometimes it loses the luster. Yeah, I think it's also like as you grow older, right? You lose your sense of imagination. There's a lot less passion. Like the same activities you did when you were younger, like pretending. Like when you were younger, you could play games with other kids or even by yourself with literally like rocks. I feel like you lose that as you get older. And it's kind of sad to see. I don't think I watched episode 1. I have a good imagination, but like it doesn't satiate me the same way it used to. You know what I mean? A writer moves to his lakeside cabin to find solitude, however, a psychotic stalker blames him for plagiarizing his work. It's always a cabin in the woods. And it's always like a writer that goes to like do something. To like get a new start. That's even what happened in Sinister, right? Doesn't, in Sinister, doesn't he go to like, work on his writing or something? And then they find the tapes in the attic? Because of course they find the tapes in the attic. I'm not gonna lie, because of what you were talking about, I feel like isekais became more popular. What was I talking about? I forgot. I mean, Narnia was one of the first Western isekais. I'm just saying. Same plot as Alan Wake, is it? Is there no wife that they're looking for in Alan Wake? It seems like that kind of thing. Or is that just Silent Hill? There's good stuff out there. It's hard to know what we're missing. School me. In school, I remember reading these books. Hobbit, Treasure Island, Ragweed, Long Way Gone, Crispin, and then there were none. I read The Hobbit To Kill a Mockingbird. What else? No, she'll never leave me, even as she runs away. She will still torment me, on me, hurt me. Oh fuck! What else is there? Oh, we read what's that Shakespearean play that She's the Man is based off of? With Violet and her twin. Did anyone play the second Alan Wake? Is it good? I never played the first one. In Alan Wake 1, your wife gets kidnapped and you find her. Of course, there's always a wife that gets kidnapped. Was it Resident Evil, Silent Hill, Alan Wake? Later, Ruka. Have a good rest of your weekend. Happy holidays. Inkheart and the Book Thief? Yeah! I read another book that was written by my mom's coworker, though, that was basically like Inkheart. And it felt kind of weird. Taming of the Shrew? No. Let me look. What is She's the Man based on? 12th Night! Yes, it's based off of 12th Night. Oh no. Where are the games where the husband is kidnapped? Yeah! Let's have men get kidnapped too. What else did I read? Excuse me. Books from Monte Cristo, or books from school remind me I read Monte Cristo in one night, a last minute before the due date. That was not rough. 900 pages in one night. I'm guessing there were no Spark Notes at this time. Oh, City of Thieves? I read City of Thieves, yeah. The Septimus book, children's book. Oh, yeah, okay. I used to really like the Septimus Heap series. Especially the covers, because the covers looked like books. I mean, they were books, but they looked like books. But does anyone remember the Septimus Heap series? There is Magic, Flight, Physic, Quest, Siren, Dark, and Fire. And of course, all of them were spelled with Y's instead of I's. Good night, Jordan, you as well. Excuse me. Yeah, very original, Dragon. You know, you have a daughter get kidnapped instead. Good night, Dougie, you as well. No. Has no one here read the Septimus Heap books? You know, I'm thinking of reading Percy Jackson. Percy Jackson was a big one. Actually, a lot of adults really like Percy Jackson. I will say there were like some bangers in the movie for like the OST. Waiting by an open door. When myself shall walk within. This is on my playlist. Oh. There you go. There's a Percy Jackson reboot? Really? You were either a Harry Potter kid or a Percy Jackson kid? No, or you were a Twilight kid. It's the trifecta. World of Tears? No, I've never heard of that. Oh, I remember Pendragon, actually. I remember Pendragon. I feel so old. What else is there? I feel like... I don't know. Oh, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. I read Diary of a Wimpy Kid before it was a TV series. Iconic children's books. Oh, Where the Wild Things Are. Oh my god. Iconic young adult books. Okay, this series I probably should not have read as young as I did. But does anyone know a book called Crank? It's like it's almost like a poetry prose like mixture. Here, let me see if I can show you. Here. Where am I? Oh, there we go. I will show you. So it looks like this. It looks like this, but it's like a series of books, and it's based off of the author's daughter and her battle with addiction. I read it when I was a kid. It's really good. At least I enjoyed it a lot. It's very bittersweet. I must know. Good night, Wiz. Rest well. I know you've had a tough week. Business trip. Hi, Yuzai. How you doing? I hope that you're doing well. It wasn't super popular. My friend said he ditched playing Pokemon with me to watch the new Percy Jackson series. How new is this Percy Jackson series? Oh, no wonder I don't know. It's on Disney Plus. Ellery Queen? Let me look it up. Ellery Queen. This doesn't look super familiar to me. My mom used to watch a lot of stuff like Monk. My mom used to watch like Monk and Murder, She Wrote. She also likes Suits. Suits is much newer though. Does anyone here remember Monk? I think she actually passed away recently, like last year or something, or maybe a while ago. Is she? Oh yeah, it was last year. She was almost 100 years old. Damn, girl. She was like 97. Oh, city lawyer? Is that the premise? I don't remember. Oh. Let's see. Pendragon. Book. So. Oh, these ones. Yes. Okay, I was remembering correctly. Wow. What a blast from the past. Young adult fantasy novels. It's just a Court of Thorns and Roses. I feel, guys, I feel like I'll get torn apart. I love Rofan. I love romanticises. But I gotta say, a lot of the ones recommended to me, like, I'm not the best writer in the world. Good night, Boogie. Happy holidays. Stay safe. I'm not the best writer in the world or anything, right? But holy fuck. Some of these authors desperately need an editor, a proofreader. Please, God! The most egregious one was this book I read recently, where it was so not like other girls, you know? It was like trying so hard, and they had like zero fucking chemistry, and he leaves her to like die and like worse. And, you know, I can get behind that. I can get behind a toxic romance. But what I cannot get behind is bad writing. Like, there's a scene in the book where she's talking about how she's like a scientist. I wish I could give you a count for how many times she's like, I can't do anything, I'm a scientist. And then at the end, the twist comes from out of nowhere. There's like no hinting really that like she is actually the traitor. So okay, here's the premise, right? She is a scientist, like she's like some sort of like nature biologist, I don't fucking know. And she goes to a small town for conservationalist efforts, right? And so she's working on like this kind of like, she's working at like this park type thing, right? And she met like a fairy when she was younger, and she firmly believes in fairies, but nobody around her does, because of course she has to be alone in her beliefs like any protagonist would be. And of course she's a petite blonde, you know, that's fine, whatever. But okay, then she steps into a fairy ring while searching for these mushrooms so that she can see the lunar moths, right? Fairy ring takes her to the like this other world. She lands on this cruel fae prince and he stabs her, kills her. She gets revived. And then he comes back. I don't even remember why he comes back, to like check if she's dead or something. Or like or maybe he came back for a different reason. And then he sees, oh shit, she's alive again. He takes her, puts her in prison. She like gets put there with like a bog. Shit happens. And there's like this inexplicable sexual tension. He's like drawn to her because protagonist energy. And she's like, I can't do anything, I'm a scientist. Because I'm a scientist. But then she fights off the bog in the tiny prison cell, and then manages to like make a key from his bones by like using slight like acidic stuff, like this acidic liquid, to help break it down, and so she can melt it again and put it in, like to make it more malleable, and put it in the keyhole, so she can like turn it, and then it'll harden after a certain amount of time, right? Bro! And then, okay, earlier in this, she was talking about how no one took her seriously because she was like a young, like blonde scientist, and like when she wore makeup and stuff. And I do think that this is like a genuine plight that she could have. Genuinely, I do think that this can be an issue that she could have, but it was presented in such a superficial like way that it just came off as pretentious. You know what I mean? Like, I do understand being judged for your appearance in a field, like in your field of work, right? I'm not saying that's not a valid or common problem. My issue is how it was done. Let me see. I want to fucking find the phrasing in this book just so I can get angry. I just want to feel something. I'm so angry I wasted money on this. I was so excited because I heard it was really toxic, right? And I love that shit. Let me see. She says it over and over again. Okay, here's an idea. My name is Callie Peterson. I am a proud environmentalist and biological technician. I was walking through the forest to get my microscope and I stumbled upon an anomaly of lunar moths and a perfect circle of destroying angel mushrooms. After stepping into a ring of mushrooms, everything else became less real. I live at 4313 Sassafras Road, Willow Springs, blah blah blah. She repeats that. Oh, that's so she doesn't like disassociate in her cell. Let me see. Where is it? I love toxic romances, but they need to be done well. And of course, she's like your typical nerdy girl, which fine, that's whatever. It's just... But anyways, the twist at the end, right? The twist at the end, because, okay, the reason why she ends up in a prison cell is because when she gets teleported into the Fae world, right? She lands on top of him and he thinks that she's an assassin. Sent by humans to kill him. Okay, sure, whatever. Kills her. She revives. He puts her in prison. And then he tortures her because he wants to torture her because plot, right? And then of course, he falls in love with her. Why? I don't know. You couldn't tell me because I didn't fall in love with her. And then it turns out at the end, she was sent to kill him. Except she wasn't sent to kill him by the humans. She was sent to kill him by the enemy Fae. Because it turns out those are the Fae she met when she was little. But there's like little to no indication. There's little to no indication. Like there's... Okay, it's very obvious that she knows the Fae and that like they're there and she meets them later on. That was very obvious. But she wasn't even a sleeper agent. Because the thing is there's no... It's a first person book and there's like no introspection of it. And everyone on Book Talk was like, oh my god, the twist was so good. Where? Oh my god. She was about 4'11", with a bony frame and shoulder-length white hair. Nope, not this one. That's a different one. And the reason why she is doing it... Okay, the reason why she went to kill him is because she is like childhood friends. Of course, and the childhood friend isn't gonna win, right? And now he's obsessed with her. He doesn't even mind that she tried to kill him. You know, that's kind of hot, but whatever. He doesn't even mind that she tried to kill him. And he's like, yeah, I'm gonna find her in the next book. Because the reason why she did it was so she could have a place in the other Fae realm. Well, it's the same realm, but like the other Fae kingdom. Because it's like the good Fae versus the bad Fae, kind of. You know? Like, there's the bad Fae get the darkness. Oh, here. I smiled at my reflection. Large ball lights cast a yellow hue on the big smile of straight white teeth that stared back at me. The results of 3 years' worth of incessant orthodontist appointments and braces. My pale, dirty blonde hair had bleached out this summer, giving me natural highlights along with a tan face full of freckles. I laughed as I watched my tan line abruptly stop at my shoulders. Why? Why would you laugh? Why is that funny? Who sits there laughing, looking at themselves in the mirror like this? Right? This is all... Everything I'm about to read to you is on the same page. Okay? Everything I'm about to read to you is on the same page. I laughed as I watched my tan line abruptly stop at my shoulders as I took off my outer shirt and hung it up. I had hosted a class for the 5th grade camp last week, and the racer back tank top I had worn left me with a unique set of tan lines. Good thing no one but me would see them. I cannot see how I'm rolling my eyes right now. I would wake up early and fix those loose patches on my work shirt. No sense in waiting for them to fall off. I made a mental checklist of my duties for tomorrow. Well, I made a mental note of what... To write myself a checklist, I should say. I was a fool for lists. My entire being revolved around notes and checklists. Standing in my sports bra and pants, I couldn't help but giggle at my 5-foot-tall reflection. Why would you giggle at it? What's so funny about it? I looked like the prototype of what Mattel would cast as a scientist Barbie. It was no wonder no one took me seriously. Skipper had been the cool doll anyway. Barbie only cared about her hair and fashion. What's wrong with Barbie caring about her hair and fashion? What's wrong with that, you pick me? Not that I'd ever really played with dolls when I was a kid. Too many real-life things happened for me to be able to enjoy dolls and action figures. Maybe I should chop off my hair into a pixie cut. Would that produce a more serious appearance? Don't get me wrong, the compliments I received during my training... Okay, now we're going on to the second page. Or at the local watering hole were lovely. Real confidence boosters even, unless you were in my field. The older professionals constantly looked down to me. Assumed I was a brain-dead idiot simply based on my looks. One time in college... See this? This right here? I can understand this. This is a genuine, like, plight. Right? Like, this could have been an opportunity for them to show a lot of depth and complexity, But the way they talk about it is so pretentious and shallow that it bugs me. Hi, Roro. Hi, Rabbit. It's so pick-me, right? You get what I'm saying, Rose. Yeah, and like, even if Barbie did only care about clothes and fashion, what's wrong with that? Why should she be looked down on for that? You know? One time in college, a professor convinced me I was in the wrong class, only to send me to a fashion and textiles classroom. Shortly after that, I stopped wearing makeup. I was so tired of not fitting in anywhere. That very same professor asked me out the very same year. What a joke. At least until the higher-ups told him I had been offered the job to replace him. I hadn't accepted, but it was so great of them to offer. I'll never forget the look on his face. Yeah. /that happened. I pulled my waist-length hair to see if, in fact, a pixie cut would help my appearance. Help make my appearance more studious. It didn't appear so I continued with my routine. I washed my face. Oh my god, what is wrong with me? I washed my face before patting it dry. My cheekbones rested high on my heart-shaped face, making my oversized blue eyes look even more doe-eyed. I scrunched my face in the mirror and made myself smile. I was happy with who I was. I'm not. No fuck. I was happy with who I was. Things were often hard, but I knew there was a light at the end of every tunnel. If the Lepidopterus Migratory Society didn't want me, that was okay. I read like 400 pages of this. Oh my god. Oh my god! And then everyone was raving about it, and someone wrote a critique, and no, I didn't like this book! I only read it because I paid for it, and it's a pain in the ass to, like... I heard that it would be a hot, toxic relationship. Because I paid for it! I had expectations, and I didn't want to DNF. Oh my god. And the male lead becomes a complete simp in 180s out of nowhere. It doesn't make sense. For the last time, Mendax, I'm a scientist, not an assassin sent to kill you, I growled, feeling annoyed. I hated this. I just wanted to go home. She was, in fact, an assassin sent to kill him. And she says that over and over and over in the book. I'm not an assassin. Which, I mean, I guess you would say if you're an assassin. That's fair. I don't know what had gotten into me, but something inside me liked that he thought I was dangerous. Not some Barbie doll idiot or stuck-up boring scientist. He was enamored with me. The man who hated everyone wanted me. The man who everyone feared me. Shouldn't it be whom everyone feared? The man whom everyone feared me. Didn't they talk about this in The Office? It's whom when it's the object of a sentence. So wouldn't it be whom feared me? The man whom everyone feared me. That sounds more correct, right? Hi, guy! You can refund things, but then I'd have to go print out a label, then go to the post office and do it. Whom is pretentious? It can't be more pretentious than this book. Let's see. Why? Let's see. And it's supposed to be like this hate romance. I wish I could go back to Willow Springs and pretend again. Just pretend that everything is normal and okay and that's my life. I could date Cliff and settle down. I would hug Cecilia if I ever saw her again. I would hug Earl so tight and tell him to stay so far away from those stupid mushrooms. My blubbering was incoherent, but it didn't matter because no one was here. I would die completely alone. And then they have like telepathy because of course they have telepathy. Fight Lamb, show me the serpent I know you really are, Callie. Give me all the venom you've got. Because he makes her do trials to survive. It is a hate romance. I hate the romance in this book. Rose, you get me. I was so fucking angry. I paid like over $20 for this. Oh, I'm glad there was no hardcover because I tend to buy hardcovers. Now, are we sure we stepped in the mushroom ring, or did she start eating them? You know what? That's fair. That's a fair assumption. What book is this? I don't want to say because I don't want to be mean. I don't want to be mean. I mean, people could probably guess. When does he turn around? He just like goes into simp mode out of nowhere. See, this is okay. The Cruel Prince isn't a perfect book, right? Yeah, but it's different to name it. The Cruel Prince isn't a perfect book. Obviously, there's like room for improvement, but it's significantly better written, and Carden is an interesting character. It's also a really interesting dynamic. It's very political fantasy with a subplot of romance. So, you'll be mean to us, but won't be mean to an author you don't know? Yeah. You guys like me being mean anyway. You're disgusting. So, yeah, Holly Black can write. So, actually, I got, what is it? How the King of Elf Fame learned to hate recently. Many people share on so many things, other things online. What's the difference? Yeah, but it's just like when you have like a platform, I'm really sad though. I have a collector's edition of both things, but I didn't get the illustrated edition, and it's really gorgeous. I'm so sad I don't have it. Yeah, this book deeply disappointed me. I was so excited for it, like I really was. And all I received was misery. It didn't even have a proper sex scene. The smut wasn't bad. Oh yeah, this book is it's an adult romance. See? Like, I don't mind build-up, okay? I don't mind build-up to, like, the spicy scenes. Spice isn't super important to me, right? Good chemistry is better than spice. Let's see. Threading his hands through my hair, he tipped my head back up to look at him. I instantly tensed, ready to fight him. Yeah, the fuck are you gonna do, bitch? You're the one who's always talking about how you're just a scientist. You have a wound on the back of your head. Be still and we will be done quickly. I relaxed and he loosened his grip slightly. That's it. Good girl. His voice rasped down on me. I still hate you, I said calmly as I stared at the black fabric that covered his large chest. I still need you dead, he said, but his words were said without venom. After a few dabs of ointment on my head, he finally let me up and guided me back to my cage. Take this, he said as he handed me a black cloud-like comforter, the black cloud-like comforter of his bed. I paused to watch him a moment before taking it into my cage. Was he truly giving me his bedding so I didn't have to sleep on the hard floor? It's covered in your filthy human blood, he said as he handed me the fluffy bedding. What are you? Rest, Callie. The second trial is tomorrow. He turned abruptly and left, not returning for the rest of the night. Hello! If it wasn't so interestingly written, I'd be okay with it. Also, the way she wins one of these trials is by a fluke and she admits it. Which, I mean, that's fine. That's, like, kind of realistic. But I do read spicy manga. There's only so and so much. That's translated into English. And has a nice yandere man. I'm gonna go back to reading children's books. They won't disappoint me as much. I like a little forcefulness next, like the next stem, but non-con sounds ick. Yeah, everyone has their preferences, and like this is like a hate romance, right? But like, It's so poorly written. There's no chemistry between them. And, like, it's literally just they're toxic. He kills her, then she revives and he tries to kill her. And then he can't stop being attracted to the filthy human. And he... Then all of a sudden he, like, likes her out of nowhere. They don't even really... They barely even have proper discussions. Oh my gosh, it makes me so angry. But yeah. The Wicked Lovely series. I think that's on my to-read list. I also... I read a little bit of A Court of Thorns and Roses. The first book, not bad. The actual writing style, I was okay with the writing style. Characters could be better. But overall, I didn't mind the first book. You know, I was reading it at a decent pace. I enjoyed it. You know, you can enjoy something without it being a super good book, right? And then, you know what bothers me about A Court of Thorns and Roses? Why does nobody sympathize with Tamlin? Yeah, like, he fucked up, right? But he was a victim too. Like, he was held hostage there and forced to do things against his will. But she's the only one allowed to have PTSD? Okay. Whatever. You know what he's called in the fandom? He's called Tampon. Poor dude. Poor dude. He went through it. Also, they put one of the cheesiest things. So here, let me read this to you guys. I want you guys to guess what this is, okay? This is a riddle for you, okay? There are those who seek me a lifetime, but never we meet, and those I kiss but who trample me beneath ungrateful feet. At times I seem to favor the clever and the fair, but I bless all those who are brave enough to dare. By large administrations, my ministrations are soft-handed and sweet, but scorned I become a difficult beast to defeat. For those each my strikes lands a powerful blow. When I kill, I do it slow. What is it? What is it? The answer is love! It's love! I read that riddle when I was reading the book and I was like, oh, there's no way they'll make it love, right? It's way too cheesy to make it love. It was love. The answer was love. They fucking made the answer to the riddle love. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. My beady little eyes widened in surprise, in disappointed shock. It was love. I can't believe it. Of all the things for it to be, it was love. Whatever. That, like... I mean, I guess the second you add a riddle, it's basically cheesy. It's kind of already doomed, right? It's amazing to me, though, because, like... I was like, there's no way she'll do it. There's no way she'll choose love as the answer. Yeah, it was the answer. Unlucky bros. It's kind of impossible for it to not be, like, cheesy and cliche, though, when you add a riddle. Is there any instance where there's, like, a riddle in, like, a movie or a book and it's not cliche? Because usually the riddle is always, like, symbolic of, like, something. Okay, Vicent, you delusional fuck. How dare you? You disgust me. Stop talking. King Killer Chronicles? What that? I don't think I've ever heard of that before. This hurts, bro. I feel like every riddle has some kind of canonical meaning, like time, love, friendship, etc. Yeah, to be fair, I do understand it to an extent. I will never understand the Barbie scientist. I'm here to be disappointed. I'm not here to have expectations. Why would I? It's too hard to have expectations. Oh, it's too disappointing. I think I'm actually dying though. Ugh, my time has come. I'll see you guys on the other side. I lived a good life. I'm just kidding, it was a midlife. Yeah. The riddles in The Hobbit were an actual contest for Bilbo's life. Ooh, I remember reading The Hobbit in 5th grade, and it was like, we would talk about the riddles in class. It was actually really fun figuring them out. I will say that The Hobbit was one of the books I really enjoyed reading in school. I know I'm dead. I want a grandest of life. Why am I only getting a grand funeral? Fucked up and evil. Maybe I should take a break. I need to settle down. I need to start staying up later though, because I get too EP around this time. And it's harder for me to stay up for stream. Sorry, I'm looking for someone to raid. I know, my schedule manages to flip-flop so much. Oh, I can raid Eggnog. Alrighty. Also. Coffee? Caffeine doesn't really work on me. I just get caffeine headaches, unfortunately. But, oh, reminder that... Oh yeah, there will be a Christmas watch-along. 2. One will be on YouTube, one will be in Discord. Oh, I have to schedule that. Nordy came in just as I was ending. Ping Peckle. Hello, though. Oh, yeah, let me say thank you. Don't tell me I'm getting sick again. Oh my gosh. I think I got too excited. Thank you, Akini. Thank you, Chili. Thank you, Guy. Thank you, Crispy. Thank you, Veno. Thank you, Parker. Thank you, Raykuma. Thank you, Shen. Thank you, DuelLogs. Thank you, Rabbit. Thank you, Steven. Thank you, Sona. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Fires. And thank you, Foereng. Oh, also thank you, Crispy. Did I say Crispy? No. Okay, I'm gonna raid Eggnog. So, make sure to be kind. Have manners, you disgusting pieces of shit, please. I beg of you. Oi.
Later.